Welcome to Unhinged Magi! Alright, we have a great topic for you today, and I've got my hat on.
Tacos.
That's right, tacos. We're going to have cheese and some lettuce and rats. Yubby, yubby.
Rats?
Rats. Yes, fricasseed rat, ratatouille. We're just putting it all in there. Shoveling it in. Because you know what's best with a rat taco?
So what would make you buy a rat taco?
Well, what would make me buy a rat taco is maybe some special edition cards on the secondary market.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that would probably make me buy a rat taco
If
too.
I got an extra card from the secondary market in my taco, I definitely would pull it out, then I'd eat the rat taco. It's so good.
So that would make me buy an extra magic box also.
Yes, yes.
That is our
indeed it
topic
would.
of the day.
So welcome to the CEO boardroom. We are in a brainstorming session.
Yep.
As CEO,
And I like to
you wanna
shuffle
be
when I
able to
brainstorm.
Yes, yes, and shuffling is always priceless because you can, you know what. All right, so when you're going through this brainstorming session with the CEO, you've got to figure out how you're going to sell boxes, because we don't really care what's in the box. We just want to sell the box, and we have to understand why and how we're going to do that. How are we going to make you buy that box? How are we going to make us buy that box?
Put things in it that I like.
Exactly. All right, and now we already have our R&D. They make a set. They do that anyways, right?
Yeah.
As CEO, they're going to do their job. But as CEO, we can brainstorm and figure things out. They put the artwork in the actual boxes of Modern Horizons. Was that the first one?
I think so.
Yeah.
When they had like the full art cards
just
that
the
are
full
not
art.
actual playable cards.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
And it was a good hit. Everybody got really excited. They're cool. They're
Like the
shiny.
Echo Eons,
They're
I like that.
beautiful, right? And then they went the next step further. They put gold stamps on it with certain ones and said, this is an autograph card. Well, that was garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because it wasn't a real signature. I didn't really care about it. I mean, yeah, they're a little more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, we don't acknowledge the secondary market here.
And they've done the tokens and the foil tokens and things like that for a while too. They've done that for years.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
And it helps sell boxes because now it's an expectation in the box.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. Now with baseball cards and that kind of stuff, because you know what? Here's the secret to everything when you're selling stuff. Good people create, great people steal other ideas. Just saying. It's a good thing, you know? To borrow somebody else's idea is always priceless because it makes me money.
You don't have to spend R&D, you just do it.
Exactly. But for sports, they have memorabilia, right? They have memorabilia in their boxes, right? They have like cut up t-shirts, bat parts, all this other kind of stuff.
Yep.
Even in Game of Thrones, they have the little cut up capes and stuck that in there. Well, you know what? We can do that too in a box.
How about pieces of a Chaos Orb that won a competition years ago?
Pieces of confetti Chaos Orb from Unhinged set.
Yeah.
Or not. Let's not cut up cards. That's insane. However, we do have booster packs that they could cut the letters out of, and maybe you could spell Magic the Gathering, but it's beta. You know, you cut up the beta, loose beta packs.
How about leftover beta booster packs
Exactly.
for people opening them or something like that?
Exactly. And they could buy those on the secondary market. People sell booster packs all the time, and it's really not that expensive to a big giant company buying some $50 empty packs. They can actually cut out the nice little frames, stick it inside a little cardboard, and shove that in there. Wouldn't that be fun to find?
Yeah. Or the original like playtest cards that they used, like like they had the alpha playtest cards, and they like wrote little crappy art on it, and then a couple words about what the card does, and then they used that to kind of play test out the game. Just little things like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure people would like that.
Exactly.
A lot too.
Just a common from that set would be amazing to find and as a treasure token.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would sell cards. And you don't have to put that many in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, it's priceless to open and say, oh my gosh, I got one. You know, it doesn't have to be a 1 in 6. It could be a 1 in 500. Just to bring that excitement level up.
Yeah.
The hype train.
Yeah, all those years of Topps and all these Fleer and all these other baseball card companies figuring out the path forward. It's not like Wizards is like just opening up that playbook and saying, okay, what are we doing next?
Right. And then what we really need to do is just add more stuff. Like get real autographs from artists.
Yes, not fake autographs are like,
Not
oh my gosh.
Stamps.
Yeah, get a real autograph. Honestly, that'd be really cool.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
know? And they can sign their name. They're physically capable of doing that sometimes.
Now, another thing they used to do with the Zendikar, when Zendikar first came out, they did the Priceless Treasures.
Yes.
And they actually had reserve list cards in those packs, but they actually had to go into the secondary market and buy these cards at price from the secondary market. And then very rarely, of course, but then they put them into those packs. And like now those boxes, a sealed box of Zendikar is like crazy price because you could open it up and get like a Power 9 or a Dual Land or something like that.
Yeah, there is potential there.
So yeah, I actually thought that was a great idea. And I really honestly don't know why they stopped that.
It's probably, they stopped with the reserve list because it got too expensive. Makes sense.
For them to buy reserve list cards.
Yes, because that would be insane, right?
Well, they could just buy.
Because remember, if you buy, how much does it cost to buy one Power 9 set?
One Power 9 set. If it's real, like unlimited or something like that, like
Real.
30 grand.
Exactly. So they're not going to do that. That would be crazy.
Unless it was incredibly rare and they sold like within a lot of boxes, made the margin back.
Well, yes, but they're not going to do that because they want to make maximum value.
Yeah.
But what they could do is buy lower priced reserve list cards, or just skip the reserve list and buy original cards like, you know, Liliana from her first set that she came out in, like the foil versions and stuff like that.
I think they still could have done things like the Priceless Treasures if they just priced the boxes appropriately. Like if I knew that there was a chance I could like open up this latest set and get like a Lotus or something, and then instead of, you know, $350 for booster pack, they charged me $550 per booster pack. I don't know, I could see a lot of people doing that, like buying those sets.
You would spend $550 for a booster pack.
No, $5.50 instead of $3.50 for a booster pack. So like if they up the price of every booster pack like $2, and they sell a ton of those booster packs, that's a lot of margin. With enough booster packs sold, you could afford like a $30,000 Power 9 set.
If you do actually the Power 9 set like that, you're talking about doing hidden treasures where it's a one of nothing. So you're guaranteed almost to lose on every box.
People buy lottery tickets. Probably worse chances of that.
I don't like doing that kind of stuff because it's just like you don't ever win. You know, you don't want to give your fan base or your audience. Okay, hidden treasures sucks. That's just my bottom line. I don't like that when it's a one of one. That's terrible.
I actually liked it. I thought it was cool.
No. The product was cool, but the one of you could win a Mickey Mantle. No, you can't win a Mickey Mantle card because it's way too out of range.
Those boxes have a huge value now these days.
No, they don't, because the Mickey Mantle was found. Anyone buying that is stupid.
No, not the Mickey Mantle, like the Priceless Treasures, because they didn't say how many.
Priceless Treasures was good
for Zendikar. Well, that's what I'm talking about.
But they put enough in that it actually made it fun.
Right.
They can't do that now. That's my point.
If they charge the right amount per
If
pack.
they thought $1,000 per box, it would work.
Well, I don't think it would have to be.
Yeah, it'd have to be about $1,000 per box. If we're going to get that many Lotuses in there, it's going to be $1,000 a box, unless it's Hidden Treasures, where we're supposed to do some million boxes of garbage and there's only one good card.
I don't know if the ratio would have to be that bad.
It would have to be that bad.
If you paid like $5.50 for a pack instead of $3.50
let's say if I'm making it $2 extra a box and there's 60 packs in the box, I make $120. Now take $120, multiply that to make 30 grand.
Okay, so that would be what if it was 30 grand? That'd be with 3 zeros. That'd be $3,000. So 3,000 packs, somewhere around that. If I'm doing that math in my head right, I don't know.
$2 a pack.
There's $30,000 you got to make up, and if it's $2 extra profit per pack. So, or would that be like, if it was $1 extra per pack, then that's like 2 zeros added on. So you take 2 zeros off the 30,000, which brings it down to 3,000. So it'd be 1,500, 1,500. Would that be right? I'll have to bring out a calculator.
Yeah, we're gonna need some math.
Maybe we can just pause the video and do the math.
That's a lot.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's more opportunity than like $1 million per.
Yeah, but I still think that's a lot of.
Yeah, we're gonna both pull out the calculator. It's a race. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose that because I type slower.
Let's see. So.
Yes, 1,500. 1,500. So 1,500 divided by 36. You have to sell 41 boxes. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so they can afford that.
That's actually not too bad. I'd agree with that ratio. Because they produce millions. They wouldn't get that many millions though at the Black Lotuses.
So
that would really jack up the price if they went out and bought.
So that's break even also, that number.
Yeah. That's break even. But
so
it still
if
proves,
they sold, like if you had a chance of getting to Power 9 and one out of like every 2,000.
I stand corrected. That would actually work.
It'd be awesome actually. I'd pay $5.50 per booster pack if I could pull a Power 9 out of it.
Actually, yeah, that would actually work. I do stand corrected on that one.
So the priceless treasures. Go for it, Wizards.
Yes, it does mathematically sound feasible. I can't believe I'm wrong. But
So it would be so cool if they did more things like this, though. I mean,
because
like more things like artist
if you think
signatures
about
and
that,
stuff like
since
that.
that's going to work with the Power 9 set of Unlimited. I mean, if they just went with Moxies, they could spread it out even further.
Oh yeah.
I mean, okay, never mind. I really do stand corrected on that one. I am totally.
Wouldn't that be fun if they did that? That'd be awesome.
If
you could go out and buy like modern booster boxes and pull like reserveless cards, Wizards, you should totally do that again.
It's really only 41 boxes. That's insane.
There's got to be something, like some reason why they stopped doing that. There's got to be
41,
something that happened.
How many cases is 41? 6 cases. Good Lord. Just 6. And then you'd be guaranteed to get one.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's pretty cool. You'd be paid a lot more for those 6 cases.
No, you would, actually.
But I mean, you'd be pulling out a huge card out of that.
Well, it might be even behoove them since they know they'd sell out. All right, so they'd be guaranteed to sell out.
I think that's why the Zendikar the original Zendikar ones, those boxes are so expensive.
Oh yeah, I know that is why they're.
And
so expensive.
the odds in those ones are terrible.
Yeah, they were bad. But if they actually did this, they actually did that to that extreme, right? Then they can guarantee themselves to sell out. So then they could actually create a more less expensive to sell to distributors. To push the price down lower. In which case, they could dump everything.
Oh yeah.
And so it would be 100% guaranteed of sale.
Oh yeah. I would buy the crap out of that. I mean, if you're sitting there at a booster draft, and you're like, oh look at that, a Mox Emerald. There it is. I just pulled it out of my. I paid $12 to get into this booster draft, and there's my Mox Emerald.
There you go.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, they could buy heavy play. No one would care.
Oh yeah, nobody would care. For a big card like that, nobody would care.
Okay, that's all right. That would definitely sell every freaking box. That beats everything.
But I like what you were also saying about like doing actual artist signatures and stuff like that as well. That'd be really cool if they went that direction.
Oh, totally. But they can use that in any set. I mean, they could probably do, but it would take them a long time to buy that many cards.
Yeah, it would take time investment. Yes.
Yeah.
Unless they just went and bought out Rudy.
Yeah, well,
that would cover them for like the next 20 years.
He wouldn't actually sell, so that's the problem.
That would be the difficulty.
Now, there's also another
Can you
thing.
imagine how much Rudy would enjoy that moment? Wizards coming to beg at his doorstep to buy his cards.
Yes, I can.
He would be like, "I want to see you grovel, roll on the ground."
Yes, and he'd probably make them pay for him to do that. I don't know. But yeah, hold on. I had another thought. Oh, right, for Rudy and that kind of stuff. They should also do signature cards for YouTubers as well inside there.
I think
because
so.
that's a fan base as well. They can expand into that signature market there.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of YouTubers out there that people would like to have signed cards from.
Of course.
For sure.
Yes, for sure. And I also think they should expand it to a new Unhinged set. Unhinged.
Speaking of which, this is my Tolarian Academy that actually does have Brian the Professor's signature right on it.
the card.
Yeah. That's actually Brian's signature right on the card.
That's pretty awesome.
Got that at GP Vegas like in 2018.
Yeah, they could actually make an unset with YouTubers as part of the cards.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
That'd be hilarious, right?
Yeah, that would be cool. So that's what they should do. There you go, Wizards. There's your next like idea for selling your boxes.
Of course, the Priceless Treasure one is perfect. I didn't realize the price point would actually mathematically work, but it does.
Yeah, they
I was a
totally
little
do
bit
it.
stunned.
Why haven't they done that?
I don't know. They should really do it for a collector's box, that's for sure.
I mean, these boxes would be so desired, people just start stealing them.
Yeah.
Don't steal them.
Yeah, don't steal.
Don't steal them. That would be bad.
Okay, so that's a $1 billion idea right there.
Yeah, seriously.
So
Just do it again. And they already did it before. They just stopped. For some
They
reason.
did. That's crazy.
That's probably a good stopping point. Thanks a lot,
Yeah, you
guys.
kind of stumped me with that one. I didn't realize the math was going to work.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, guys.